Dave Palumbo with an RX Muscle rant. Topic today, ROELLY WINKLAAR. His coach, Ahmad Askar, out at Oxygen Gym there, put up a video on his Instagram that is just, it's a very short video, but it shows ROELLY in the magic mirror there, but he looks so big that it's unbelievable. I got news for you. I don't believe that Big Ramy is bigger than ROELLY right now. I think that ROELLY, I would love to see a pose down between ROELLY and Big Ramy. I think that ROELLY is thicker. I think he's denser and thicker. I think he's got more muscle than Ramy when it's all said and done. Ramy's structure might be a little better, his V-taper and everything like that, but I think that ROELLY WINKLAAR has more muscle per square inch than Big Ramy does. He looks enormous. There's not one gap in his physique. It almost looks unreal how much muscle he has. It looks like someone, you know how these guys make these cartoon caricatures? That's what I think I'm looking at. There's no other bodybuilder in the world right now who's competing who looks as cartoonish as ROELLY WINKLAAR. He looks like a living cartoon. And after all, when we're deciding who's gonna win the Mr. Olympias that have always been the most popular were the biggest freaks of all time, right? Ronnie Coleman, okay, Dorian Yates, even Jay Cutler. You know, these were guys who were just bigger than life. Things that you just can't almost wrap your mind around when you look at them. You're like, holy mackerel, that's what I want to look like, you know? And ROELLY fits that, he fits that formula. I know I just did a video the other day about why I think Dexter could win the Olympia, and there's a lot of good reasons why Dexter could win the Olympia. But I don't think that Dexter could beat a ROELLY WINKLAAR who's in shape. Matter of fact, I don't think anyone in this Olympia lineup right now could beat a ROELLY WINKLAAR who's in shape because he doesn't have any deficits in his body. He's got crazy mass when he's in the best shape of his life, which doesn't happen a lot, but when he is, and we've seen him nail it a few times, he was pretty close last year when he placed third at the Mr. Olympia competition, okay? He's almost impossible to beat because he doesn't have any weak shots. The only people who could beat him are the guys with very, very pretty structure, and that's why Shawn Rhoden won the Olympia. You know, to be honest, I thought it was, you know, ROELLY and Shawn Rhoden last year because I thought Heath had some, you know, had that, once that waist kind of knocked him out of contention for winning, it really, you know, became, you know, do you want to go with a ROELLY WINKLAAR physique or you want to go to Shawn Rhoden? They went with beautiful. Shawn Rhoden's not in the lineup this time. You're dealing with a lot of thick guys. You're talking about William Bonac, who's super thick. You're dealing with ROELLY WINKLAAR, who's super thick. And then, of course, Brandon Curry kind of is the pretty again, but Brandon Curry doesn't have the legs of a Shawn Rhoden. So, but look at ROELLY's legs and look at William Bonac's legs. We could be looking at a Bonac versus ROELLY, you know, top two. And if it comes down to that, and they both have the same level of conditioning, how do you not give it to ROELLY WINKLAAR with all that muscle? I mean, this shot, I mean, we could play it again. I mean, it's just, it blows your freaking mind, you know. Once again, it's only a most muscular shot, but I know that if you saw him hit the rest of the shots, we would all be very impressed. So hopefully ROELLY will continue to refine this look. He'll get the conditioning in. We'll see those glutes and hamstrings and all the good separation and detail on his back. And when he gets to the Mr. Olympia competition, we might be looking at the next Mr. Olympia. Who knows? We won't know until we see who shows up on stage, because that's really what's going to determine who will emerge as the newest Mr. Olympia. I'm Dave Palumbo with a Redcon 1 RX Muscle Rant.